person is you need a constitutional revolution in this country. You need an ordinary person, a very ordinary person with the right idea to come out there and tell Kenyans, I'm going to come and change. This country has to change. We cannot continue like this. Look, when the first Madaraka was read, I was not in standard one. I started in standard 1 year later. I've lived through all these things. We still have the same stories. We're still trying to build hopes of Kenyans. But at the same time, we are not working towards building those hopes.
Yeah.
You talk about infrastructure. That infrastructure is there. But at what cost? When you put in 50%, 70%, 80% commissions on those things.
Yeah.
An SGR costs the Tanzanians paltry sum. The Ethiopians a paltry sum. Much better quality than ours. Double rail. You can have a train going and a train coming back. Going through all those trains, all the way from Djibouti, where the port is, to Addis Ababa. And it costs about half of what it costs ours. The same thing also when you go to look at the kind of flyovers and the kind of transport infrastructure that has been put in only the last 5 years. And find out how much it's going to cost us, this one right now ourselves, which is coming all the way from the airport. And that's going to Wayaki Way.
Yeah.
It's costing us massive amounts of money. We are now borrowing every day. Every day we're borrowing.
Yeah.
Not to put in those infrastructures, but to service the outstanding loans.
Yeah.
We are in debt almost to the tune of 100 billion US dollars. We're not going to pay this only through our current generations. We'll be paying that thing for a number of generations to come. When Park Chung-hee, the general who was in charge of South Korea, was starting his dream, his journey towards the kind of economic takeoff and technological takeoff that today South Korea enjoys. He did not even have $1 million to facilitate the movement of his, the movement of his delegation from their own capital city, Seoul, to the number of capital cities that they wanted to go. He came through here and he borrowed 800,000 from Kenyatta.
Yeah.
Today they have a GDP of I think was it 1.8 or 2.4 trillion, and ours is still less than 100 billion. Trillion I'm talking about. So we have a nation of people in this country all the way from the top to the bottom.
Yeah.
And you think they have another country. This is just a place to come and make money and go and live somewhere else. So there's no patriotism in here.
Yeah.
And right now we're trying to expand on the government for the very simple reason. We're trying to see that there is no opposition. You can accommodate the 5 big tribes, who will constitute 65% of the overall population. So you are guaranteed of that tranquility. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And then look at the kind of people who are in business. You see, when you're a politician and you go into business, ideally your wealth should be put into some kind of a blind trust. You cannot be out there managing a national economy and the national affairs when you are competing in the market with the same people that you're supposed to manage their economic welfare.
Yeah.
So we have a problem. And then ethnicity is there to serve as a convenient tool for the political class. They don't care about their ethnic backgrounds, but it's very easy for the marshalling of the forces.